Thanks for stopping and watching this video. I'm just going to show you how to easily and quickly curl your hair just so that you look like not like this. Okay, it's going to be super easy. I'll show you how to do it. All you need is a curling iron and a heat protectant. I do want you to start with your hair being really soft though. Not soft meaning like you have to do a treatment on your hair or anything like that. I just mean you're going to want to make sure that your hair is combed out before you start curling your hair, okay? So, curling iron, I use the Paul Mitchell curling iron. I went to a Paul Mitchell school. I guess old habits never die. I don't know if that's how that saying goes, but anyways, I use just a I think it's a 1-inch barrel, I'm pretty sure. It's maybe a 1.5. Definitely not 1.5, maybe 1.25. Yeah, I think it's 1.25. If anybody knows, let me know, because it doesn't say it on it. But anyways, I'm pretty sure it's a 1 inch or 1.25 inch. And I'm always going to start in the back of my head because I'll work towards the front. Doesn't really matter if you guys prefer starting in the front of your head, you can do that. I just feel like it's easier to start with the hard stuff first and then get to the front where you can see what you're doing. I always split my hair down the middle in the back. And I make sure that it's all completely parted off to either side. That way we know that we're getting all of the hair. You don't need a clip this way. And I'm just gonna start curling. So basically, I take a pretty big section from the back of my head, about that big, and I just curl. I open up the curling iron towards my face and I curl away, okay? So you're opening up the clip towards your face and you're curling away. Like you can see, I'm kind of just curling and dropping it. I almost never curl all the way to the ends of my hair, and I take big sections all the way through the back because you don't need it to be super curly in the front anyways, unless you go for the Shirley Temple type look. You can do that too if you want, but I prefer a softer look. So basically, you're just going to keep going through your hair like that, taking big sections all the way through. And guys, just so you know, I did put thermal protectant in my hair before I blow dried it, so the steam that you're seeing coming off my hair is actually product, and it's not my hair burning by any means. I always make sure to protect my hair before I start curling. So you get to this part that's like right behind your ear. I take a smaller section there just because it's a little bit finer textured generally. Definitely in my head. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I feel like it's definitely finer there for me. And I always tend to start on my non-dominant side because, I don't know, I feel like I do a better job on my non-dominant side, believe it or not. But if you guys can see what I'm doing as I go, I know I'm really quick. I'm trying to keep this video short for you guys so you don't feel like you're watching me curl hair for like 20 hours. But I'm opening the clip always towards my face and then curling away from my face. And that'll happen on the other side too. I always want to make sure that it's going away from my face. It'll end up looking a lot more natural at the end. Right now I know I look like a curly Q, but in the front, I'm still taking pretty big sections, but they're more horizontal versus vertical. Horizontal meaning I'm going this way and not this way. So see, this is a long section here. I'm going to take a horizontal section here. See how I went this way and not that way? So I'm going to take this hair. It's a really small section. Just going to take this and curl it separately from the rest of that hair. This is the finest hair, so you want to be as quick as possible with it so that you're not damaging it further than it needs to be. Yeah, and if you do use a heat protectant, you are protecting your hair from the heat, but still, heat isn't good for your hair, so try to keep the curling iron off your hair as much as possible. And let your curls cool too before you brush through them. Like, don't brush through them as you go unless you want them to fall a lot. If you would rather end up with like a waved style, you can kind of brush through them as you go with your fingers and you'll get that softer waved look versus like a curled style. I'm doing this today because I'm going out to dinner with my boyfriend's family and I want to make sure it looks good. So if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the comments below and I will always answer them. Again, you can see I might have switched sides, but I'm taking the same size sections and I'm still like opening the clip towards my head. You can see that it's on the outside and the barrel is on the back side of my head. So I'm gonna close it and smooth it out as I curl. Sometimes it falls out like that, that's okay, you can go back and pick it up. I just have really short layers back there because I had a bad haircut about a year ago. We're still trying to grow it out. Thanks to Ilona for helping me grow my hair back. And Monate for actually like doing the work, growing my hair back. Healthy hair products do matter, you guys. Totally, they do. And if you're using Pantene on your hair at home, give your girl a message, send me a DM. Stop doing that. It's really bad for your hair. If you didn't know though, just in case, since you're here with me, I might as well tell you, the reason those products are so bad for your hair is because they have silicones and parabens and sulfates in them. Sulfates and parabens are kind of like, you can picture them like salt. So they're like little salt molecules that are in the product that kind of damage your color and will damage your hair. Yeah, they'll clean it, but over time they'll start to build up on your hair and it'll cause like, you almost end up with like a rough feeling in your hair, like it ends up feeling kind of like straw. But what happens is in their conditioners they add silicones, which we don't have in our products. Silicones are what makes your hair feel like super greasy. Again guys, this is a really fragile piece of hair, like you can see through it. So I'm going to take a big section here and make sure that it all wraps up together. But silicones are what wraps around the outside of your hair, and with prolonged use, meaning you've used it for a long time, it will cause like a barrier around your hair, and that's what you see if you've ever seen a video of someone scraping something off of their hair with scissors. That's the silicones coming off of that person's hair. So it's not good. If you've never seen that video, research Monate hair scraping. That would probably work up. That'll bring something up anyways, and you'll see a video of somebody scraping some nasty stuff off of somebody else's hair. Again, this is the front piece, so I want to be as careful as possible with this front piece and go as quick as possible. If you're not quick with the curling iron yet, it doesn't matter. You don't need to be super quick with it. Just start with it on a lower temperature. I generally put my curling iron at 380, and this is how fast I curl with it on 380. So if you have your curling iron on anything hotter than 380 and you are curling super slow, stop doing that. If you have an old curling iron and you're doing that, I can understand it, but you need a new curling iron so that you don't need to be spending so much time on your hair. So see, I'm just literally shaking it out. I know this isn't super cool yet on the side, but I kind of like the softer look in the front anyways, so I'm just combing through with my fingers. I don't need to add anything else because I used the Rejuveneque oil on my hair before I started curling. And you can kind of fluff it out in the back too. So let me do that, comb through it, turn around so you can see back of my head. So that's what that looks like when it's done. Yeah, I did it super fast. If you need to rewatch this video, you can always go back and rewatch the video, okay? If you guys want to know anything more about the products that I use in my hair before I curl, you can always DM me or comment below this video and I'll tell you all the products that I used in my hair. This one's the biggest though, Rejuveneque oil. That's the good stuff. I use that before and after every time I curl my hair. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit and then I'll add some to the ends of my hair so that all these little frizzy pieces won't stay frizzy. It's pretty great. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy. I hope you're watching this on a Tuesday. If you're not watching it on Tuesday, sorry about that, but it's Hair Tip Tuesday. So here's your Hair Tip Tuesday. Bye guys.